Welcome to this relaxing evening yoga session designed literally to unwind the body and the mind. I did this session a few weeks ago. It was online and one of my daughters plugged into it, and the day after she said it was the best night's sleep she's had for a long time. So I thought I would share this with you. Now, the whole session is 45 minutes long. Half of that is going to be some very, very gentle yoga postures. So just gentle movements of the head, all the major joints, just to really sort of release any tension in the body. And then the second half is going to be a Yoga Nidra, which is a deep relaxation. So this practice is really designed to help you relax, unwind at the end of a day. Now, if you've not got 45 minutes to do the whole practice in one go, for whatever reason, then maybe you just want to do half the practice, maybe you just want to do the first half, or you could fast forward to the second half. And I'm going to put the link to the second half in the description below. So yeah, let's get going. So very gentle, so to start with. So simply sitting down in a comfortable position. So do make sure that you're comfortable all the time with any yoga practice. It's not about getting as uncomfortable as possible. It's about really finding your own comfort. And in fact, asana, which is the name for a yoga posture, means comfortable seat. So you could either be sitting down in a chair or on the floor, however is comfortable for you. And let's just start to move the neck from side to side. So moving the head, so releasing the chin down and then moving the left ear to the left shoulder, right ear to the right shoulder. So I'm just making this gentle movement backwards and forwards a few times. Shoulders are releasing down and we can really feel the opening up in the neck, in the shoulders. So a really nice thing to do, just to start the practice nice and simply. So it's almost like making a big smile face by moving the head. So really starting to coordinate with the breath now. So breathing in as the neck opens and then releasing as you come down. In and out. So it's doing equal numbers on both sides. So we're going to finish on that side. And then from there, just going to place the fingertips onto the shoulders and then simply circling the elbows. So circling the elbows backwards, and this obviously gets into the shoulders themselves, so you can go as small or as big as you like, but I'd recommend starting with small circles and then just allow them to develop with each movement, with every breath. Again, coordinating that movement with the breath. So we're going to go around a few times one way, probably 6 or 8 times I'd say. I always lose count on these things. And then let's circle the elbows the other way. So just feeling into the shoulders as you do, just literally unwinding the whole of the body. And then just giving the arms a bit of a shake off. And we're going to just stand up now. And so just feeling into the legs. The legs might feel a little bit stiff if you've been sat down. And I'm going to lift the elbows up and then just rotating the lower arms. So feeling that rotation in the lower arms. So we're going one way a few times and then we're going the other way a few times. So just mixing it up a bit. Just feeling into the elbows, and after a while maybe you can start to feel this into the shoulders as well. let's just do one more. So we're going 4 or 5 times one way and then 4 or 5 times the other way. And then just shaking off. Again, just shake off the whole body. Just take the opportunity to do whatever you need to do. And if the shoulders are a little bit stiff now after that, then we can start to circle those shoulders. So lifting them up to the ears, moving them back, and then release. Coming forward, up, and then release. And let's go the other way around. So shoulder blades move into each other, shoulders come up, moving forwards. So I really enjoy this. And you can close the eyes. It's quite a simple thing to do, but closing the eyes helps to get this into an internal movement. Okay, and then just shaking the arms off. And that's coming to the wrists. So just going to make a little bit of a fist with the thumb inside the fingers, and then just circling the wrists one way and then circling them the other way. So just moving backwards and forwards a few times, get a bit of mobility in the wrists. It's really nice. And remember, just being aware of the whole of the body, just checking the shoulder blades aren't rising up in any way. And then just release that. And then let's just moving the fingers around a little bit. So these fingers are amazing little things. And we use them all the time. And we just ignore them. So just gonna stretch them out. It's feeling that palm stretching and then bringing them back. And then open them out again. And then bringing them back. Opening them out, and just give a little bit of a Mexican wave with those fingers. Yes, that's it. And then just shaking off from there. And then let's just move into the hips. So feet about just over shoulder width apart really here. And then just going to circle the hips one way. And then circling the hips the other way. So this is really good to get into the lower back. Really nice, gentle movements. So I quite like to just switch it around a bit. So every 4 or 5 goes, I just change direction. Just whatever I feel I need to do. Okay, that's nice. And one of my favourite postures really is swaying palms. So I bring my feet and knees together and then arms coming right up above the head, and you can interlink the fingers if that's okay with you. The index fingers pressing towards each other. If that's too strong, then you can just keeping the palms separated, but see if you can have straight arms. If this is too much, by the way, as well, you could always cross the arms, so folding the arms above the head, holding onto the elbows, and then whichever position you're in, we're going to lift up through the crown of the head and then coming down to one side, feeling that really nice opening on one side and then coming on to the other side. So swaying palm, really nice thing to do. It's all about seeing if we can create space anywhere in the body. That's good. So once you've done equal numbers on both sides, so I always start on the right, so I know that once I've come to my left side, I've done, and then I lift up the chest and then open up into a back bend. So back bend, it's always about lifting first, so creating space between the crown of the head and the tailbone, and then open. And it's good to refer to it really as a chest opener rather than a back bend. So opening the front of the body. And then to counterpose that, I'm just going to place the hands on the hips and then coming halfway down. Halfway down. So the crown of the head is moving forward, tailbone is moving back, and maybe you could even just bring the weight towards the front of the feet a little bit, keeping the heels down, but keeping the weight towards the front of the foot, and you feel that really nice opening in the backs of the legs. Okay. And then just shaking off a little bit more again. And I quite like to do a few of these again, just to any excuse to move the hips around. And this time I'm going to do a little figure of 8 movement around the hips. So apparently this is what the belly dancers do. So just getting that little bit of a movement. I'm sure that you're better than me at this. And then coming all the way the other way around again. So it's all about moving one way and then balancing it off. So coming back to some kind of balance wherever you can. And then bringing the hands now onto the knees. So the feet are together, the knees are together. And it's just resting the hands. So we're not pressing down through into the knees. We're just transferring the heat. And then we're just going to circle those knees around a few times. So the knee is a hinge joint, but a little bit of this really does help. Just get a bit of mobility, get the synovial fluid coming into the hips. Maybe you can hear a little bit of creaking in the knees, but just do it within your own limitations, in a sense. Just explore the edges of your movement by all means, but don't be forcing. And that's the same for any yoga practice, really. So this is a gentle evening session, but even if you're doing a full-on morning energizing session, then it's all about exploring your own edge. So we're not trying to get into any weird and wonderful positions. We can leave that to other people. Let's just do our own thing here and be happy with that. And then just going to circle the right ankle. So we're lifting the right foot off the ground and then circling that ankle. And we can also circle the wrists as well. That's nice. Just circling them around one way and then moving them the other. And with that standing leg, having a bit of softness in it. So we're not locking the knee by any means. We're having nice softness in that knee joint. We're using the muscles to help us stand. And then let's swap over to the left foot. So just circling one way and then circling the other way. There you go. Ooh, don't know if you can hear that, but I've got a little bit of a click going on. How are your clicks? Do let me know. I'm a collector of clicks. It's the kind of thing I do. And then just release from there. Okay. Now, let's come down onto the ground. And we're going to come onto all fours and into this cat-cow tilt. So when you're on all fours, just ensure that the wrists are slightly beyond the shoulders. So I'm not a very great fan of having the wrists directly below the shoulders because it gives a bit too much pressure in the wrists, and I'm not for discomfort in any way. So having the wrists forward, and then first of all we're going to rock backwards and forwards and just slightly engage the pelvic floor, the lower abdomen as you do that. There are 2 bandhas in yoga, gives you core strength. And coming down first of all into child's pose. So sitting back onto the heels, reaching forward with both arms, and then coming up onto all fours as you breathe in, and coming all the way back down again as you exhale. So just breathing in, coming up, and releasing down as you exhale. And as you come down, just feel the tops of the arms externally rotating. That's really nice. Breathing in, coming up. And just do one more, sitting all the way back down onto the heels, or as far down as is comfortable for you, depending on your knees. And then coming up. And then we're going to arch the back, arching the back as you exhale. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the sitting bones. Exhale, arching the back, and you can close the eyes to do this. I'm going to do a few of these. So inhale, feel the front of the body lengthening. And as you exhale and arch the back of the body lengthens. So inhale, and the breath, just imagine it coming up the front part of the body. And exhale as the breath comes down the back of the body. And just mind how you go with this. Don't throw the head too far back when you're sinking the chest down. So keeping the neck nicely in line with the rest of the spine. So the neck is a lot more mobile than the rest of the spine, so it does tend to move a bit too much, and so just be nicely controlled. And then come into a neutral position and release back into child's pose. And just rest in child's pose. And when you're in child's pose, you can either bring the forehead onto the ground or the forehead onto the fists with nice wide elbows, or onto the palms, so stacking the palms on top of each other, or coming down onto the floor with the forehead. Really nice. And then breathing into the back of the heart, the side of the ribs, expanding the breath. Coming up onto all fours. And then just going to step forward with that right foot. So right foot steps forward. We're in this long lunge position, so feeling this really nice opening in the hips. And then pressing that right foot into the ground and lift. So we're going to come into this crescent moon, and you could visualize a full moon held between the hands. And then release. Keeping that the left fingertips down, and then open up to the right. Just a really nice open across the heart space. Reaching up and release. And let's come back onto all fours. And let's do that on the other side. So stepping forward with that left foot. So we're in a long lunge, left foot forward, walking back with that right knee. So you can feel that really nice opening into the front of the right thigh. And then from there, pressing that left foot into the ground. And then open. Open. Lifting up to the chest. Looking between the hands, maybe visualizing that full moon and the energy from the full moon. That evening energy. And release. Keeping the right fingertips down, and then open up to the left. Little bit of a twist on the left side. And then coming all the way back. And then back onto all fours. And simply resting down into child's pose. And if it's okay with you, then you can bring the hands by the side of the feet, shoulders draping over the knees. And then just coming up out of child's pose, just kneeling up. And then just keeping the eyes closed for a few moments and just being with the breath. Simply breathing in and breathing out. So we're going to now come into the Yoga Nidra part of the session. And so you can be in any lying down position that is comfortable for you. Now, I would recommend having a pillow or for under the knees and a cushion under the head. And this is all about being comfortable because we're going to lie here, we're going to be still for 25 minutes. So just finding yourself some support. We're just going to simply come down onto the back and having the palms facing upwards by the side of the body. Now, if that is not comfortable for you, then the alternative is you could separate the feet nice and wide, come into this semi-supine position. So feet nice and wide, and then release the knees onto each other. So supporting the knees, and that's quite a comfortable position to be in. Again, with the palms facing upwards by the side of the body. So there's two options for you, but the main thing is to be comfortable. So being comfortable is absolutely important. So finding your position now, either of those positions. And feeling the contact with the ground. So feeling the contact that the body has with the ground. So feeling the contact that the head has with the ground, shoulders, the lower back, the buttocks, the backs of the arms, the backs of the hands, the thighs, the calves, the heels, or if the knees are bent, then the soles of the feet. So feeling the contact that the body has with the ground. And just finding time now just to make some final adjustments so that you can be still for the rest of the practice. So all you need to do is simply lie in stillness, listening to my voice, feeling the sensations in the body. And then bring the awareness now to sounds outside of the space. Sounds outside of the space. Sounds in the distance and sounds closer to home. So being aware of all these sounds, not labeling the sounds in any way, simply being there, being present to the vibration of these sounds. being aware of the physical body, the contact the physical body has with the ground, the weight of the physical body, the imprint that your body has with the earth. And every exhalation, just feeling yourself releasing down, surrendering into the earth, letting go, softening with every exhalation. So breathing in through the nose and release down as you exhale, just using the breath in that very simple way. Really nice. So breathing in and breathing out, softening the body. And if you have a sankalpa, then now is the time to repeat it. And a sankalpa is a short, positive statement of intent that is made with sincerity and feeling. And silent repeat it with full sincerity and awareness, feeling its meaning resonate deeply within you. And repeat it 3 times. If you don't have a sankalpa, then bring your awareness to your brow center and visualize, feel or imagine a steady light in the brow center. Just visualizing that steady light which represents the light of your awareness. And just simply being open. We're now going to come into a rotation of awareness. A rotation of awareness. So as I mention a body part, don't move that body part. Simply bring the awareness to it and visualize that body part as I mention it. So we're going to bring the awareness to the right hand side of the body and the right thumb. Bring your entire awareness to the right thumb and visualize the right thumb without moving. The right index finger, the middle finger, the ring finger and the little finger. The palm of the right hand, the back of the right hand, the wrist, lower arm, elbow and upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the torso, right hip, thigh, knee, back of knee, shin, calf, ankle and heel, top of the right foot, the sole of the right foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe and little toe. Being aware of all of the toes of the right foot, the right leg, right side of the torso, right arm, all the way to the fingers, the whole of the right side of the body. The whole of the right side of the body. Then bring all of the awareness to the left side of the body. Bring all of the awareness to the left side of the body. The left thumb. The left thumb. Index finger, middle finger, ring finger and little finger. The palm of the left hand. The back of the left hand. The wrist. The lower arm. The elbow and the upper arm, the left shoulder, left armpit, left side of the torso, left hip, the thigh, the knee, back of the knee, shin, calf, ankle, heel, top of the left foot, sole of the left foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe. The whole of the toes on the left hand side of the body, coming all the way up the left leg, left side of the torso, left arm, all the way to the left fingers. The whole of the left side of the body. The whole of the left side of the body. Now bringing the awareness to the back of the body. Both heels, both calves, both buttocks, the lower back, the upper back, shoulder blades, back of the neck, and back of the head. The crown of the head. Soften through the crown of the head. And the forehead. The right eyebrow and the left eyebrow. The brow center. The brow center. Right eye and left eye. Right temple, left temple, right ear, left ear, the nose, bridge of the nose and tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, right cheek, left cheek, upper lip, lower lip, the place where the lips meet, the chin and the jaw from ear to ear, the whole of the face, the whole of the face, the neck, right shoulder, left shoulder, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, the breastbone and the abdomen, the softness of the abdomen, the rise and fall of the abdomen with the breath, right hip and left hip. Bringing the awareness to the whole of the right leg, the whole of the right leg, and the whole of the left leg, the whole of the left leg, both legs together, both legs together, the whole of the right arm and the whole of the left arm, and both arms together, both legs, both arms, the torso and the head. The whole of the body, the whole of the body, the whole of the body. And bring the awareness now to the abdomen, bringing the awareness to the abdomen and the navel. Not trying to alter the breath in any way, simply breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Just noticing the rise and fall of the navel, the softness of the expansion in the lower abdomen as you inhale, and the release, the letting go as you exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. And imagine a line, a straight line from the navel all the way up to the throat. As you breathe in, the awareness of the breath comes from the navel all the way up to the throat. And as you exhale, the awareness comes from the throat all the way down to the navel. Breathing in, navel to throat. Breathing out, throat to navel. Breathing in, feeling the expansion. Breathing out, releasing and letting go. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Stay awake, stay awake, stay awake as you breathe in, as you breathe out. And now remember a time when you were very, very hot. Remember a time when you were very, very hot. You were very hot. The sun was beating down. Hot hands, hot palms, hot feet, hot soles, hot legs, hot arms, hot torso, hot head. The whole of the body was very hot. The warmth of the sun, the heat of the sun. Remember a time when you were very hot. As you breathe in and breathe out. And now remember a time when you were cold, when you were very cold. Just visualize that time, remember it. The ice, the snow, as if you're lying in the snow. The cold body, cold feet, cold hands, cold legs, cold arms, cold torso, cold head. Remember a time when you were very cold, as if you're lying in the snow, feeling the chill of that coolness on the skin. Be open to that time when you were very cold. And now visualize, imagine or feel the body being very heavy. The body being very heavy. Heavy feet, heavy legs, heavy hands, heavy arms, heavy torso, heavy head. The whole of the body. Very, very heavy, very dense. So heavy it's leaving an imprint on the ground below. That heaviness of the whole body. It's as if you wouldn't be able to move right now because of the heaviness of the whole body. The heaviness of the whole body. Heavy as lead. Heavy as lead. And now, imagine the whole of the body as light as a feather. The whole of the body as light as a feather. Light hands, light arms, light feet, light torso, light legs, light head. The whole of the body as light as a feather. As if a breeze could blow you away. The whole body as light as a feather, as if there were no gravity. And you could easily float off the ground. Light as a feather. The whole body is light. The whole body is light. The whole body is light. And now visualize the red earth. Visualize red earth. Red earth. And the redness of that earth is completely in your mind right now. And visualize now an orange sunset. An orange sunset, the beautiful orange sunset, the end of a day. And now visualize a yellow sunflower. A yellow sunflower. A field of yellow sunflowers. And a green leaf. Visualize a green leaf. Visualize a green leaf. And now visualize the blue ocean. Visualize a blue ocean. A blue ocean. And visualize now a full moon, a bright full moon, high in the sky. A bright full moon, high in the sky. And the reflection of the full moon on a calm lake. The reflection of that full moon on a calm lake. The reflection of that full moon on a calm lake. And just visualize the light from that full moon. And recall your sankalpa once more. Repeat it 3 times with faith and clarity. Trust in its power to guide you as you integrate this practice into your life. If you don't have a sankalpa, just bring the awareness to the brow center and visualize, feel, and imagine the reflection of the full moon on that calm lake. And now, just becoming aware of sounds in the distance. Becoming aware of sounds in the distance. And sounds closer to home. Sounds closer to home. Becoming aware of the physical body, your physical body, resting on the earth. The weight of your physical body. The back of the head, shoulders, upper back, lower back, the buttocks, legs and feet, both arms, both hands, the whole of your physical body, the weight of your physical body, the stillness of your physical body. Start to breathe a little bit more deeply now, breathing a little bit more deeply, breathing energy, prana into your body. Feeling the expansion of the whole body as you inhale and releasing, letting go of the whole body as you exhale. Without opening your eyes, just imagine, visualize the room that you're in right now, the position of the door, the windows, the furniture, the colours in that space, the smells in that space. And then bringing the awareness to the stillness of your fingers, the stillness of your fingers, and starting to wriggle the fingers, connecting the thumb tip with the fingertips and just rubbing each fingertip with the thumb. Just feeling into the whole of the hand, circling the wrists, moving the arms a little bit, energizing the body, energizing the arms, and then starting to wriggle the toes, wriggling the toes, moving the feet, circling the ankles, moving the legs in any way you see fit. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Moving your body in any way that you need to, listening to your body, and then take a big breath in and reaching up and over the head with both arms, yawning out the muscles of the face, and then moving the head from side to side to release the neck. And then coming round into a simple seated position which is comfortable for you. The practice is now complete. The practice is now complete. Hari Om Tat Sat.